Hi, my name is Amanda Maurer, and I will be presenting on individual rights versus public domain. Copyrights exist to protect artistic creations anywhere from a film to a picture. A copyright is acquired when an original work is fixed in a tangible medium. It gives the creator monetary gain, recognition, integrity, publicity, ability to make future works, and many more positive ways to gain from their creations. Copyright protection gives an author exclusive rights to their work, which then gives the author a choice to exercise these rights or license their work out to others. These exclusive rights include reproducing the work, performing the work publicly, displaying the work publicly, deriving from the work, and distributing copies of the work. A copyright lasts the lifetime of the author plus an additional 70 years. It is a limited time because our society believes that once something is considered classic and we can learn from it in history books and other things, it should be put into the public domain for others to use and create bigger and better things. The additional 70 years helps the balance of the individual rights and society. The public domain is where all types of art and other works are published and anyone is free to use them. Works can enter the domain if the copyright is forfeited or expired, and also if it was created before 1923 in the United States. Dante's Divine Comedy is a book about Dante's journey through hell, purgatory, and paradise. It is in the public domain because it was published in 1306. I think its lack of protection is a good thing for the author and society, because Dante is obviously dead, but he still gets recognition hundreds of years later, and also it is able to give our school systems a classic work to study and also give other authors and artists a chance to develop their own Divine Comedy, which is how there is a Divine Comedy trilogy movie. Most fairy tales are also a part of the public domain because they were written before 1923. Little Red Riding Hood, for example, was written originally by Charles Perrault in the late 17th century. It benefits our society by being in the public domain because fairy tales are popular to make a spin-off of them, because everyone already loves and knows the story. Fairy tales being in the public domain makes it possible for shows such as ABC's Once Upon a Time or Steven Spielberg's Hook. Copyrighted work must be original and fixed in any tangible medium of expression, now known or later developed, from which they can be perceived, reproduced, or otherwise communicated either directly or with the help of a machine or device. One example of copyrighted work is Damien Hirst's abstract art. Most of his artworks are conceptual sculptures, but there are also paintings and graphics. It benefits Hirst as an artist to have his work copyrighted from people stealing his ideas, especially because they are so out of the box. I think if it was in the public domain, other people would just take the ideas and then copyright them for themselves. I also don't really see a way that having his work in the public domain makes an impact on society. Another example of copyrighted work is Under Pressure by Queen, which is a sound recording. As most of us know, Vanilla Ice, a rapper, used the same beat track in his song Ice Ice Baby, which he was supposed to get permission from Queen to use, but he did not and was taken to court for copyright infringement. It's important to remember that copyrighted works are not off limits to use, but that they just need to have a written form of consent from the author. These two songs were iconic in our society at two different times, and I think both songs benefited the artist because it gave Queen a way to come out in another song and people recognized the tune. However, if it wasn't copyrighted, everyone would be using the beat and it would lose its authenticity. Thank you for listening to my podcast about copyrights in the public domain. I hope you enjoyed it.